Welcome to LinesToGo installation videos. Today we will be removing and installing brake lines on a 2000 Dodge Ram 3500 with LinesToGo part number BLD-139-SS. While this set of lines is on a 2000 Dodge Ram 3500, this set of lines will also work on the following year, make, and models as shown on your screen now. LinesToGo lines are made using original equipment end forms and fittings that are CNC bent for an easy and precise installation. We have also upgraded to stainless steel braided Teflon hoses for rust protection and to prevent surface fouling. These have an unlimited shelf life and anti-static PTFE liner. This set of LinesToGo lines are made from G2 Galfan coated steel tubing for rust resistance that exceeds OEM standards. Tech tip: disconnect the battery before working on a vehicle to reduce the risk of shorting out the battery on tools or lines. LinesToGo lines are made with a sectional design for easier installation. We also use color-coded unions on our sectioned lines. Just match the colors of the connections. Make sure to depressurize the fuel system before starting the installation. Tools required are a drain pan, a flat screwdriver or pry bar, 3/8, half-inch and 15/16 of an inch socket and ratchet, 10mm, 11mm, 12mm, 14mm, 3/8 of an inch and a half-inch wrenches, cutting pliers, a hoist or a floor jack and jack stands. The level of difficulty for this installation is considered to be easy. Using a 12mm wrench, remove the two fittings at the master cylinder. Using a 12mm wrench, remove the other end of the two lines at the proportioning valve and remove the lines from the vehicle. Using a 12mm wrench, remove the two threaded fittings exiting the proportioning valve. Using a 12mm wrench, remove all 5 threaded fittings at the ABS module and remove the two bottom lines that go to the proportioning valve. Using a 15/16 socket, remove both front wheels and the left front inner fender. Using a 12mm wrench, remove the 3 upper fittings at the left front frame rail and remove the lines from the vehicle. Using a half-inch socket, remove the 2 bolts on the left front frame rail that secure the right front and the rear line. Using a 3/8 socket, remove the 2 remaining fittings on the left front frame rail. Using a half-inch socket, remove the 4 bolts securing the right front line to the frame. Using a 3/8 wrench, remove the fitting at the right front flex line and remove the line from the vehicle. Using a half-inch socket, remove the 3 bolts along the frame rail and remove the plastic brackets from the lines. Using a pair of cutters, cut the rear extension line in front of the fuel tank and remove the front section of line. Using a 3/8 wrench, remove the fitting at the rear flex line. Using a pry bar or long screwdriver, remove the rear line from the 3 plastic brackets located between the fuel tank and the frame. Remove the line from the rear of the vehicle. Using a half-inch socket, remove the nut on top of the rear axle and remove the brake line from the bracket. Using a flat blade screwdriver, bend open the 2 metal clips on the passenger side of the rear axle. Using a 3/8 wrench, remove the fittings at the right rear wheel cylinder and at the flex line union. Remove the right rear line from the vehicle. Using a 3/8 wrench, remove the fittings at the left rear wheel cylinder and at the rear flex line union. Remove the left rear line from the vehicle. To begin the installation of your new LinesToGo lines, install the left rear axle line into place and start both fittings by hand. Tighten both fittings using a 3/8 wrench. Install the right rear axle line into place and start both fittings by hand. Tighten both fittings using a 3/8 wrench. Reinstall the bracket at the center of the axle and tighten using a 1/2-inch socket. Bend the metal tabs over the rear sections of line. Feed the rear section of the rear extension line between the fuel tank and the frame rail. Start the threaded fitting at the rear flex line and tighten using a 14mm wrench. Feed the front section of the rear extension line between the cab and the frame from the left front wheel well and start the threaded union in front of the fuel tank by hand. Start the fitting on the front frame rail by hand. Install the plastic bracket over the line and tighten using a 1/2-inch socket. Using a 14mm wrench, tighten the fitting at the front. Using a 14mm and a 1/2-inch wrench, tighten the union in front of the fuel tank. Although not shown on these lines, your LinesToGo lines will come with color-coded ends for easier installation. Install the 4 plastic brackets along the frame and tighten them using a 1/2-inch socket. Using a pry bar or a long screwdriver, push the line into the 3 plastic brackets located between the fuel tank and the frame. Install the line going to the right front wheel into place and start both fittings by hand. Using a 1/2-inch socket, tighten the 5 plastic brackets holding the right front line. Insert the line going from the rear union at the left front frame rail and start the fitting by hand. Install the line going to the forward union at the left front frame rail and start the fitting by hand. Install the line going to the left front flex line and start the fitting by hand. Install the plastic bracket holding the lines together. Install the 2 lines located between the master cylinder and the proportioning valve and start all fittings by hand. Tighten the fittings using a 12mm wrench at the proportioning valve and the rear of the master cylinder and a 14mm wrench at the front of the master cylinder. Install the lines between the proportioning valve and the ABS module. Start all fittings by hand. Using a 12mm wrench, tighten both fittings exiting the proportioning valve. Using a 14mm and a 12mm wrench, tighten both lower fittings at the ABS module. Start the 3 top fittings into the ABS module by hand. Using a 10, 12, and 14mm wrench, tighten the top 3 fittings at the ABS module. Using a 14 and 11mm wrench, tighten the 3 fittings at the left front frame rail. Reinstall any remaining plastic brackets. Bleed all 4 wheels, making sure the master cylinder reservoir stays filled. Install left front inner fender. Install 2 front tires using a 15/16 socket. This concludes the installation of brake lines on a 2000 Dodge Ram 3500 with LinesToGo part number BLD-139-SS. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions or would like to purchase the lines you saw today, please call us at 1-855-781-5992. Email us at info@linestogo.com or check out our website linked below. And don't forget to take advantage of our free 2-day shipping. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe button below, and we will see you on our next video.